I am James J. Davis, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs in the College of Arts and Sciences, COAS. Before we get started, let me share quickly a few notifications and requests. I would like to express our regrets for the unfortunate occurrence of last Friday when our efforts were sabotaged by hackers. The COAS community and the Howard University community at large are resilient. We bounced back, and here we are to do it again. We ask that you all mute yourselves and silence your cell phones. I ask that all presenters be mindful of the time limits of your presentation. Note that we reserve the right to mute you. We have asked the host to do so with a friendly smile, however. Accepted students, please know that we might not be able to answer all of your questions during the session, so you are invited and encouraged to send questions and or comments to our Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, Ms. Tracy Truitt, at tracy.truitt@howard.edu. Also, visit the Howard University website to find general information and specific information for the departments and programs. You may also keep up with the happenings in COAS on Twitter at HU_COAS, all caps. Our presentation will include statements from the leadership of the College of COAS, the President and Vice President of COAS Student Council, current COAS students, and graduates of COAS. We will conclude with a brief question and answer period. Let's get the webinar party started. To the very impressive COAS class of 2024, we are more than happy that you have joined us for this virtual Accepted Students Day. Imagine that you are in the same room with us for the next 90 minutes as we broadcast live from the studios of Locke Hall, the hub of the College of Arts and Sciences on the beautiful campus of Howard University. Locke Hall is the location of the Office of the Dean, and here to greet and welcome you officially is the Dean of the College, Dr. Reuben Patterson. Dean Patterson, the spotlight is on you. Unmute.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Davis. I take it I'm unmuted now?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. Good morning, accepted students. I hope that you and your families are well. It is an absolute honor to have you at Howard University today, albeit virtually. Howard is truly a one-of-a-kind university, and we love our university immensely. I've had the opportunity to look at your profile, and I must say that you are extraordinarily impressive, both collectively and individually. You will be making a very smart choice in selecting Howard University because, like each of you, there are thousands of students enrolled here who are also standouts and leaders in their respective high schools from all over the country and from many parts of the world. Those equally talented young intellectuals will challenge you, spiritually connect with you, and support you as you further your personal growth at Howard. You will likely find the special educational experience that we provide as rigorous and personally fulfilling. The rigor is particularly needed today in preparation for a world that appears to be growing in complexity at a geometric rate. Our College of Arts and Sciences is committed to providing you with the intellectual tools and the rich experiences associated with a liberal arts education that facilitates your resilience and adaptability. Our college provides students with a world-class liberal arts education, but the college is also increasingly being organized to address grand challenges. For instance, faculty members from several departments in the college are not only working collaboratively amongst themselves, but they're also working with an array of civil society organizations from across DC to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on DC's Black community. Students will have opportunities to learn from their community-engaged research, both directly and indirectly. This is in keeping with our motto of excellence in truth and service. The College of Arts and Sciences will provide you with an excellent liberal arts education that helps you imagine other worlds and sharpens your curiosity and critique of our present world. Our approach is to take you on an intellectual and experiential journey that seeks to educate the whole person, which prepares you for personal, civic, and professional success. Again, welcome to Howard University, and it will be an honor for me to serve as your dean to facilitate your educational success. Stay safe and be well. Dr. Davis.
Thank you, Dean. The College of Arts and Sciences is comprised of 4 academic divisions: Fine Arts, Humanities, Social Sciences, and the Natural Sciences. The associate deans for the 4 divisions will present an overview of their divisions, beginning with the associate dean for the Division of Fine Arts, Dr. Lisa Farrington. She will be followed by Dr. Thomas Foster, associate dean for the Social Sciences, then Dr. Kim Lewis, associate dean for the Natural Sciences, and I will conclude with the Division of the Humanities. Take it away, Dr. Farrington.
Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa Farrington, Associate Dean of the Division of Fine Arts, which includes art, music, and theater. The arts teach us to think creatively and abstractly or outside the box. Research indicates that students who study the arts statistically outperform students who don't in all other subject areas, including math and science. By studying the arts, you will be able to sharpen your analytical thinking and creative problem-solving skills. You will be able to explore new forms of self-expression, improve your communication skills, and broaden your cultural and intellectual horizons. You are invited to explore what we have to offer and how art, theater, and music might change your lives and enhance your careers. The music department offers a wide range of classes. We teach jazz, modern, classical music, as well as music history, theory, education, and performance. On the music making side, we offer classes in musical composition and songwriting. We also have award-winning choirs and bands that perform worldwide. Our faculty of internationally renowned performers, composers, conductors, and scholars look forward to helping you realize your musical potential. The art department offers students the chance to learn fashion, graphic and interior design, 2 and 3D visual arts, digital art, and photography. For the historians out there, we teach modern art, European, African American, African, Islamic, women's art, Haitian art, and much more. Our courses are led by internationally celebrated artists and scholars who are dedicated to enriching your lives and your minds. We have a 2,500 square foot art gallery on campus where students exhibit their own works and where they are able to meet and talk with world famous artists and see cutting edge art on display. We also have a multi-million-dollar art collection of works from the Renaissance to the present, with a particular focus on the art of African American masters. The theater program offers courses in acting, playwriting, dance, and theater, administration, and more advanced classes in theater technology and production. Our Ira Aldrich Theater serves as an experiential classroom, as well as does our Black Box Theater in Childers Hall. The department presents original and classic drama and musicals, like the recent acclaimed staging of Pippin in Crampton Auditorium. A stellar faculty of professional dancers, dramaturgs, actors, and producers takes students abroad to study in locales such as South America, Europe, and Africa. Next year, the 3 departments will collaborate on an extravaganza we call Howard Renaissance, the Rebirth of Fine Arts. It will involve students in some 20 classes who, for course credit, will design original fashions, choreography, and music to create an interdisciplinary multimedia stage production that will dazzle audiences. We look forward to seeing you in our classes. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. Davis.
Dr. Foster, it's on you.
Thank you. I'm Tom Foster, Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs and Social Sciences, and it's my honor to share some information about the division and its 8 departments. Our news today is full of social science approaches to understanding COVID-19. Social scientists help us understand how the virus is affecting the economy, our political environment, social interactions, the impact on Africa, and the disproportionate impact on Black communities. And understanding the history of pandemics and other social disruptions provides much needed perspective and lessons from the past. In the College of Arts and Sciences at Howard, the social sciences have a storied place. Like so many of our departments in the college, social science departments are internationally recognized. Many are known for their faculty scholars and their alumni. And I encourage you to explore the department web pages to see their extraordinary histories and accomplishments. But let me say just a few words about each department. African Studies, chaired by Dr. Mohammed Kamara, focuses on the interdisciplinary study of Africa and Africans. The department dates to 1953. Howard University is the first university in the United States to offer a PhD in African Studies and the only one to offer African Studies as an undergraduate major. Afro-American Studies, chaired by Dr. Greg Carr, was also founded over 50 years ago, and it trains students in interdisciplinary approaches to the study of the Black experience. Economics, chaired by Dr. Omari Swinton, uses analytical tools to deepen our understanding of the human condition with an emphasis on economies and financial aspects. History, chaired by Dr. Nikki Taylor, is itself historic. Founded in 1913, the department has a special emphasis on the history and cultures of peoples of African origin. The department also offers pre-law and public history programs. The department has had many notable faculty and alumni, including Carter G. Woodson, the founder of Black History Month, and Ta-Nehisi Coates. Another social science department founded in the early 20th century is the Department of Political Science. Chaired by Dr. Robbie Perry, political science was founded in 1928 and focuses on our understandings of government and institutions related to our very political world. And as you may know, Kamala Harris is a notable alum of the department. Finally, the Department of Sociology, chaired by Dr. Terry Adams Fuller, investigates the structure of groups, organizations, and societies. The department also offers a program in criminology. All of the departments in the social sciences teach students the skills needed to develop solutions to our social problems and to confront oppression and injustice. All of the departments in the social sciences also teach central skills: how to conduct research, how to analyze data and synthesize information, how to construct an argument and communicate effectively. These are all core skills that are needed in a wide range of fields and careers, including fields outside of the social sciences. Social science majors make excellent researchers, doctors, lawyers, business leaders, and politicians. And finally, on behalf of the Departments of Military Science Air Force, chaired by Lieutenant Colonel Richard Greenlee, and also Military Science Army, chaired by Lieutenant Colonel Creonta West, I'd like to share the following highlights. ROTC is one of 3 ways to become a commissioned officer. All majors are welcome and needed. The programs offer a military leadership minor, and you may qualify for a scholarship once you complete 1 semester in the program. And finally, when you successfully complete ROTC, you have a guaranteed job where your salary will be around $94,000 once you've served 4 years. Thank you for listening, and welcome to Howard and to the College of Arts and Sciences. Back to you, Dean Davis.
Okay, I'm going straight to Dr. Lewis.
Good morning. Welcome, class of 2024. I am Dr. Kim Michelle Lewis, a professor of physics at Howard University. In the College of Arts and Sciences, I serve as your Associate Dean for Research, Graduate Programs, and the Natural Sciences. Within the Division of Natural Sciences, there are 7 academic departments: biology, chemistry, comprehensive sciences, health, human performance and leisure studies, mathematics, physics and astronomy, and psychology. In the Division of Natural Sciences, we offer undergraduate research opportunities in STEM, such as computational science to study two-dimensional materials such as graphene that can be used for flexible electronic displays, and terahertz spectroscopy to promote multifunctional electronic devices with low power consumption. In the biology department, there are undergraduate training programs that are funded by Howard Hughes Medical Institute. The Department of Health, Human Performance, and Leisure Studies have active research programs where faculty promote building healthy minds and bodies by studying emerging health issues in African American communities. We hope that you will participate in a number of these research activities in the department. Please follow us on Twitter at HU_COAS, and we'll keep you up to date on all of our latest activities. Thank you. Dean Davis.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Lewis. The Division of the Humanities. The first 5 letters of the word humanities spells human. In the curricula and program of the Division of the Humanities, we explore through language, culture, and literature what it is to be human. How do we interpret, react to, and relate to the world in which we live? Language and written text reveal what we say, do, and think. We explore these notions in the 4 departments of the Division of the Humanities: classics, English, philosophy, and world languages and cultures. You will be required to take courses in each of these departments, not just because I say so. Well, yes, it is. But it is also because in these areas, you will, in these courses, in these areas, you will contribute, to your ability to communicate effectively your thoughts as you prepare yourselves to become visionary and humanistic leaders in the global community. The humanities will do all of that for you. Thank you. Moving on. While we wanted to place all chairs and program directors on the program, we could not because of time limitations. We decided to ask the chairs of our 3 largest majors, biology, political science, and psychology, to present brief overviews of their programs. Chairs of other departments will be available to answer questions during the Q&A, question and answers. Dr. Mildred Pointer, Chair of Biology, will speak to you first. She will be followed by Dr. Ravi Perry, Chair of Political Science, and finally, Dr. Debra Roberts, Chair of Psychology. Dr. Pointer?
Thank you, Dean Davis, and welcome to all of the potential new Bison members coming in. And biology is particularly excited because typically we are one of the largest departments with over 800 majors total, including freshmen through seniors. So I wanted to let you all know that the overall mission of the program is to provide experiential teaching that will enhance analytical and critical thinking skills. Now, the professional and workforce are looking for these skills. In fact, research has been conducted by an independent agency reveals that 85% of the workforce employers are looking for recent college graduates with strong analytical and critical thinking skills. So research is that experiential tool that we use for strengthening those tools. So I am encouraging all of you who are planning on majoring in biology to start looking up the faculty in our department to see what kind of research they're doing. So we are proud to be able to let you know that over 95% of our faculty, almost all of them, are actively engaged in research. So feel free to, as I said, go on the web and research the faculty and find out what you're interested in, because this research tool is a critical tool that will help to prepare you for your next phase of your journey. And we also want you to know that many of our students who have this experience are successful in getting into their next stage, be it medical school, graduate school, professional school. So welcome aboard, and we look forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pointer. Dr. Pointer is a relatively new chair at Howard. So is our chair of political science, Dr. Robbie Perry. Dr. Perry.
Thank you, Dean Davis, and welcome, class of 2024. The Department of Political Science was founded in 1928. It's one of the oldest departments at Howard University. We have roughly about 700 majors and 15 faculty members. And those faculty members are internationally recognized experts in their various areas of expertise. And want to let you know what some of those areas are. And so when you come and study with us, you know what these areas of expertise that you will be studying under. We have faculty that are teaching classes and doing research on Caribbean politics and third world politics and European politics and economic development and human rights, and Black politics is our specialty, of course. We're the only department of political science in the world that has a specialization in Black politics, where you can concentrate in Black politics as an undergraduate student. And if you stay with us after you do so well undergraduate studies and you commit to our graduate program, we have a special graduate program at PhD level that has a concentration in Black politics as well. Political science is a major degree. It's a degree that gets a lot of students interested into law, interested in society, business, and medicine as well. We teach students at the intersection of activism and scholarship, meaning that here in DC, we are so privileged by our location to be able to send students to dozens and dozens and dozens of national centers and organizations, and of course on Capitol Hill, to do real experiential learning, real-time engagement outside the classroom for class credit that gets them really the experience that you would want to have attending Howard University here in the nation's capital. One of the main strengths that we're very proud of in political science is that if you were to actually major in political science, it has one of the largest economic benefits for any undergraduate major, meaning that what we know from research is that if you major in political science, that you are more likely to make more money than most other majors across the university. And so, of course, we are biased that not only will we educate you to learn how to be the most productive global, local, and national citizens, but we will also ensure that you are exposed to the broad variety of educational norms and opportunities that we can provide for you here in our nation's capital. So we're excited to speak with you about what the political science department can offer. We answer the interesting and difficult questions such as who governs and how does politics work and what does government do? And the ever so important question, particularly in times of pandemic, of who are we? Who are we as the people? Who are we as a country? Who are we as African Americans dedicated to ensuring that this country represents all of us equitably and fairly? So we are located in Locke Hall and can't wait to see you on campus, and please come by and say hello to me.
Thank you, Dr. Perry. I think I will return to school and get that degree in political science after all. Dr. Debra Roberts from the Department of Psychology.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I want to do political science too. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Congratulations on being accepted to Howard University. As chair of the Department of Psychology, I'm delighted to welcome you and inform you of the opportunities available to our undergraduate students. Our psychology department is proud to be among the largest of the many at Howard University that serve our undergraduate students. And as a result, our students enjoy access to a team of our 23 esteemed faculty members, many of whom are recognized nationally and internationally for their work in diverse areas within and outside of our field. About 6 to 7 of those are part-time, so you'll only see them in the classes. But your direct interaction with our full-time faculty members through their classes and or their research labs affords you the opportunity to participate in a host of research and professional development activities that we know will help you prepare for life after graduation. Whether you aspire to earn a graduate degree in psychology, which many of our students go on to do, or a related field, enroll in a professional school, or embark on one of the fulfilling careers for which many of our graduates are well qualified. So our courses are designed to help you develop or further develop your excellent oral and written communication skills, which likely got you into Howard University. We want to enhance your critical thinking and analytical abilities and gain a better understanding of behavior and mental processes from both mainstream and multicultural perspectives. So in your AP classes in psychology, you may have heard of behavior and mental processes, but we're proud to offer lessons in that from a multicultural perspective. So many of our faculty members have received recognition in the form of teaching and mentoring awards. Their classrooms provide an atmosphere marked by rigorous instruction within a context of caring and attention. So based on students' reports, these qualities often place our department among the top in terms of meeting students' needs. Our ultimate goal is to ensure that your matriculation through the program is seamless, your experience at Howard is rewarding while challenging you to attain your greatest potential. So outside of the classroom, students have numerous opportunities to engage in hands-on research, independently or within a research lab or through one of the numerous organizations that my fellow colleagues have discussed, but we're in Washington, D.C., so there are a lot of organizations within the D.C. metropolitan area with which we have partnerships. Our students are often well represented at local, national, and even international conferences showcasing their presentations based on the research skills and experiences they have acquired working closely with our faculty members. Some have received prestigious national and international awards, such as the Fulbright, and maybe in the Q&A, I can answer some more questions if you're interested in that. But our graduate programs, other graduate programs from across the country often reach out to our faculty members as a means of recruiting our talented undergraduate students for their graduate programs. So we have a graduate program that allows you to get a PhD in various areas of psychology, but our undergrads are also highly sought out by other graduate programs. One of the main reasons our students are able to participate in high quality research is that the studies conducted by our faculty members are often funded through the organizations like National Science Foundation, National Institutes of Health, Department of Education, and there are numerous others, many that are right in the DC metro area. So in addition, based on recognition of work they complete in research labs with faculty members, our majors, the students who major in psychology or sometimes even minor in psychology are very successful at securing summer research training programs in psychology departments at other universities throughout the country. And so you become more competitive as a candidate for graduate programs and other professional programs. In the past years, some students have accepted summer programs at UCLA, University of California, San Diego, NYU, and other top schools. So as you can see, the Department of Psychology is certainly committed to providing a well-rounded experience for our majors, ensuring that you are among the most competitive candidates for graduate school, professional school, or a career in any of the respected fields that seek you out as majors. We know you are committed to excellence because your exemplary achievements thus far earned you a place among your fellow Bisons. So we are excited to help you continue your journey as you contribute to the legacy of excellence we've cultivated in the Department of Psychology at Howard University. Thank you, and I hope to see many of you in the fall semester.
Gracias, Dr. Roberts. Each department is trying to sneak in a little shout out for itself. So we'll say gracias, merci beaucoup, and asante sana. At any rate, the last segment of our program is most exciting because you will hear from the pride and joy of the College of Arts and Sciences, our students, former, both current and former. We will begin with a welcome from the President of the College of Arts and Sciences Student Council, Mr. Nijon Washington, who will be followed by Vice President, Ms. Rachel Howell.
Hello, everybody. My name is Najan Washington. I'm a rising senior, political science and economics double major from Buffalo, New York. I have the pleasure of serving as this year's College of Arts and Sciences Student Council President. So essentially, the Student Council is supposed to serve as a liaison with administration, along with just making sure that students have everything in terms of resources, in terms of aiding in their matriculation, to ensure that you have everything that you need. So some of the programs that we do within the College of Arts and Sciences Student Council is undergrad and graduate mentorship. We do programming. We work with Ms. Andrews in the Career Services Office to make sure students are getting the information about their careers. And overall, we just want to aid in helping to make sure you have the best experience possible. When you come in as a freshman, there's a lot of opportunities for you to get involved. There'll be a special elections in the fall, so you can run for things such as freshman council and things of those sorts, along with COAS Council also having internships for you to also get involved. And my Vice President, Rachel, will kind of tell you a little bit more.
Hey y'all, my name is Rachel Howell. I am a rising senior political science major and philosophy minor from Alpharetta, Georgia by way of Shelby, North Carolina. And I currently serve as the Vice President of COAS Council and the Howard University Student Association President-elect for next year. So I just want to say congratulations and that I am truly proud of all of y'all. Like, I know whenever you write a paper at the end, you always have to, write a works cited. You always have to give credits where it's due. So I really want y'all to give yourself credit for even getting here, because I know senior year can be a lot emotionally, mentally, like academically, but y'all did it and y'all are doing it through a pandemic. So please, 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 be as proud of yourself as we all are. So I will definitely say that, whenever it comes to council, definitely get involved. And like Najan said, it can be a big adjustment, being at Howard, being away from home, you're adjusting and you're really creating a new norm for yourself. So there'll be a lot of different programs like that council would put on. I would say my favorite program was when we had a block party on the yard in the beginning of the year. And then also another thing that I encourage y'all to do is since there's a lot of time right now is go on Engage and type in Howard University Engage Bison Link and look at all the different organizations that Howard has to offer and read their introductions and summaries so you can get a better picture of all that you want to gain out of your experience.
That it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Washington and Ms. Howell. Now you will hear the selected voices of current students from the 4 divisions of the College of Arts and Sciences who will speak briefly on how they are navigating and managing the environment at HU COAS. First, they will introduce themselves briefly, and then they will return to give you their statements. Let's begin with McKinley Raspberry.
Hey, HU24. My name is McKinley Raspberry. I'm a rising junior sports medicine pre-med major from Houston, Texas.
Miss Sydney Dixon.
Hey everyone, my name is Sydney Dixon. I'm a rising senior biology major, chemistry minor from Spartanburg, South Carolina by way of Los Angeles, California.
Mr. William Pugh.
Hey everyone, my name is William Pugh. I'm a graduating senior majoring in political science with a minor in philosophy from Charleston, South Carolina by way of Chicago.
Okay, Anastasia Jackson.
Hello everyone, I'm Anastasia Jackson. I'm a rising senior sports medicine major, born in Oakland, California and raised in St. Louis, Missouri.
Paris Colbert. I'm about to do that in French because I saw Paris. Paris Colbert.
Hi, hey y'all, I'm a rising senior. I am a psychology and history double major from Cleveland, Ohio.
Maya Shed.
Hi everybody, my name is Maya Shed. I'm a rising senior theater arts administration major, music minor from Elyria, Ohio.
Charisma McGee.
Hi everyone, my name is Charisma McGee. I am a rising sophomore physics major, computer science and mathematics double minor.
Melanie Coleman.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melanie Coleman. I'm a rising junior theater arts administration major from Birmingham, Alabama.
Alexandra Clark. Absente. Okay. Idara Ipe. Not here? Okay, well, we'll return to Miss McKinley and have her statement.
So my biggest two things that helped me navigate through the HU COAS environment would be time management. As a student athlete, I definitely have had to learn how to time management effectively. And then also being your own biggest self-advocate. I know a lot of times if I want something done or if I want to see change surrounding me, the best thing to do is to be my own biggest self-advocate and to speak up for myself and to initiate things, which is different than what I did in high school.
Thank you. Ms. Dixon?
Hi guys, so my two biggest pieces of advice is for sure practice the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's something that I've had to learn throughout my matriculation at Howard. And like Ms. Raspberry said, just staying on top of things and practicing great time management is the biggest thing. Secondly, similar to what Najan and Rachel were saying, make sure you get involved on this campus because there's so many different opportunities. But I will add that when you do get involved in things, just make sure that you are being intentional and that you are being passionate, because when you join things that you have passion behind, you know, it's so much easier to stay involved and to gain everything that you can from whatever you decide to get involved with.
Thank you. Mr. Pugh?
Yeah, I mean, I would echo a lot of what has already been said. I think, you know, if you're an accepted student, which you all are, that means you're probably a little bit of an overachiever. I mean, you're at an incredible institution. All of us here at Howard are being exposed to the brightest minds that we've ever been exposed to. I've certainly been sharpened by my peers. So I would definitely say go into Howard with an open mind, you know, expose others to new perspectives and be exposed to different perspectives. I'm going to also just get involved on campus. As has already been mentioned, there are a lot of opportunities. At Howard, I've had an opportunity to intern on the Hill in the senator's office. I've had an opportunity to write a senior thesis, which I turned in last week. And I've had, you know, plenty of opportunities to serve in different student leadership positions. So definitely when you come to Howard, don't be afraid to get involved. Don't be afraid to fail, because that's how you learn. And welcome, guys. Excited to see you soon.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson?
Hi, yes, one thing that I love about Howard is that it breeds leaders. So you most definitely have to, like everyone's saying, stay on top of everything, you know, documentation, vouch for yourself, and never accept no if you really need it. If it's a class or whatever, just make sure you do your research and stay on top of it.
Okay, Ms. Colbert?
One thing I would say has helped me the most is becoming friends with people that are in my major, so that we all had classes together over the past 4 years. And so for me, when my family wasn't there because I was moving to a new city. So I really say find the people that's in your major that you're going to be like having classes with. You can study with them and they'll really be there to help you like achieve success.
Thank you. Ms. Shed?
I think one of the biggest things that helped me navigate Howard and navigate COAS is forcing myself to branch out. It's very easy to kind of stay with your own group, stay with the same people that you've met, you know, during freshman week or even during your first few weeks of classes, the people that you see all the time. But forcing yourself to branch out, join different organizations, go to a different part of campus, go visit people who live in other dorms is really going to broaden your experience and make sure that you have a well-rounded group of friends and group of people that you can rely on during your time at Howard. And then the second thing I would say is don't second guess yourself. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for leadership on campus, and you might not think you're ready for something, but if you have the qualifications, if it's something that you're interested in, if it's something that you're passionate about, just try, because like someone mentioned earlier, Howard breeds leaders. Howard is all about making you so much better than you were when you came in. And that'll never happen if you don't push yourself and just give yourself a chance.
Thank you. Ms. McGee?
Hi, and along with the fact that Howard breeds leaders, I would 100% say to reach out to mentors and potential people that could guide you along the way. The mentors being students and peers in your major or upperclassmen, and even mentors as the deans and people that you've seen already. For me, I've got to intern and go to different conferences and different things, and reaching out to my mentors and reaching out to people who I can trust and who push me to go beyond the next level has helped me a lot.
And finally, Miss Coleman.
Yes, so one of the main things that I would say, coming to Howard, there's going to be a lot of people that are like you and not like you in so many different ways. There are people who come to Howard who also served as their class president and did all the amazing things that you can compare yourself with. But Howard has a niche for everyone. And I would say that it's very important to find your own path and don't let anyone write your Howard story for you. Find what works for you. Keep an open mind, and if you want to do something, go for it. Don't get scared. Don't let anyone tell you that there's something that you can't do. And then secondly, I would say it's very important at Howard to network, particularly with the people that are sitting on this Zoom call. And the people that are going to be there for you will be your chairs, will be your deans. They will be your advocate if you make that relationship with them. So it's just very important to reach out if you need help. Reach out to your peers, reach out to your chairs and your deans, and they really will be there to advocate for you.
I might sound a bit biased, but I think we have the best students in the world in the College of Arts and Sciences. Finally, you will hear from two alumni who will share their experiences and how they were prepared, or how they prepared them for life and their life beyond college in their career trajectories. We have Miss Hazel Robinson and Miss Cheryl Gill Riley. Miss Robinson, you may begin. Introduce yourself and take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Davis, and good morning, everyone. I'm Hazel Robinson. I was an economics major at Howard University. I'm a proud graduate and alumna of Howard University, and I'm also the president of the Howard University Howard University College of Arts and Science Alumni Alliance. I graduated from Howard with my Bachelor's of Arts degree in 1979 and a Master's degree in 2006, both in economics. I also received my commission in the U.S. Army Reserves. With degrees from Howard, I worked for 33 years in the federal government as an international trade analyst at the International Trade Commission, an economist at the Federal Aviation Administration, and a senior economist at the U.S. Department of Agriculture. I retired in October 2015. Right now, I am currently the Chief of Staff at the Maryland Aviation Administration and the BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been there for 4 years. As a commissioned officer in the U.S. Army Reserve, I served 27 years, and I'm retired now as a Lieutenant Colonel. I retired in 2007. In the Army, I was a field artillery officer, and then I was a quartermaster officer. I traveled the world. I visited Germany, Japan, the Philippines, and my last assignment was in Kuwait for the war. I also served in two good command positions. One was as a company commander of the 315 Supply and Service Company, that is in Dover, Delaware, and also as battalion commander of the 326 Maintenance Battalion, Owens Mills, Maryland. As you can see, Howard University is on my resume and made a big difference in my life. But more importantly, at Howard, I made lifelong friends, and Howard got the greatest network in the world because we have everybody in all fields, in all society, and in the world. And I welcome you to Howard University.
Thank you so much, Ms. Robinson. Now, Ms. Cheryl Gill Riley.
Hello, class of 2024. I want to introduce myself. My name is Cheryl Gill Riley. I'm a 1980 graduate of Howard University, College of Liberal Arts. It was called then. It's now known as COAS. And I'm originally from Queens, New York, currently residing in Atlanta, the Atlanta metro area. So 40 years ago, on May 10th, 1980, I graduated from Howard. And in 2018, my son, Thomas Riley, graduated from the School of Communications, and he created our family legacy of the university. When I think of how the College of Arts and Sciences prepared me for my career, As just referenced by Mr. Thomas Foster, I reflect on the social sciences balanced course load, which developed my understanding of human behavior, social interaction, critical thinking, and problem resolution, and most importantly, self-awareness and discovery of my Black self in America. This augmented my success in management as an IT professional within the investment banking industry. As an example, during the early 80s, and separate from my technology responsibilities, I approached human resources to pitch a pioneering initiative recruiting talent from Howard and other HBCUs, when I recognized my employer at the time, Morgan Stanley's coveted and very lucrative IT training program had zero minority recruitment, but recruited exclusively from the Ivy Leagues. These minority recruitment efforts continue to this day. Now I continue to give back to alma mater by being active with the Alumni Association, having held executive leadership positions, along with founding the Student and Parent Advocacy and Howard Moms Club to help other students and parents navigate an amazing Howard journey while giving back in truth and service. So welcome to the class of 2024, the Accepted Students Day, and all of the faculty that has helped to put this together during this pandemic. And we are excited to support you through your amazing Howard journey. Thank you for this opportunity to share in truth and service.
Thank you so much, Ms. Riley. We're now going to move to the end of our program, and I guess I did not do what I was supposed to do, to mute my phone. It's muted, but I don't know what's going on. At any rate, disclaimer, I'm not responsible for anything that goes wrong here. At any rate, we're moving to the question and answer period, and we'll give the chairs, the students, and the alum the opportunity to respond to questions and answers here, to respond to your questions. The way we're going to handle this is that Ms. Truitt has been looking at the Q&As and will look at and select selected questions, and she will then direct those to a particular chair or a student or an alum for whomever they are directed. Did I say that right? Ms. Truitt?
Thank you, Dr. Davis. I am getting lots of messages, so this is very exciting. The first question, do you have to be a major in music to be a part of the choir? Dr. Randolph?
Yes. No, you do not have to be a music major. In fact, the choir is open to all students on the campus, graduate and undergraduate. You would have to get in contact with Dr. Eric Poole, who is the conductor of the choir. And when you get on campus in August, just stop by the Fine Arts Building, 3rd floor. We'll lead you to Dr. Poole, and we can set up an audition for you. But yes, it's open to everyone on the campus.
Sounds good. Is there a tentative date for freshman orientation? Is there a tentative date for beginning of classes in the fall semester? Is there a tentative date for freshmen to move in? And Victoria, I will respond to that question when we get more information. You all can look for updates on the website as questions and answers that we don't get to respond to today will be posted there. So hold tight, Victoria. Check the website for that response, okay? What are research opportunities for freshmen as a physics major? Dr. Quentin Williams?
Yes. Okay, hopefully everyone can hear me. So for that question, that's a little difficult because as a freshman, a lot of internship programs have limited opportunities for freshmen simply because they feel that as a freshman, you haven't moved far enough along into the major. However, there are some opportunities. You just have to dig to find them, and we can help in some of those instances. one of the largest programs that's available out there is the research experience for undergraduates, which are at many different undergraduate institutions. And there are some programs that actually do lean towards accepting very early entries of students who are interested in research. And so we have some connections within that network that we can guide you to. And there's another program called Leadership Alliance, which also has a program particularly focused on freshmen. So that would be one that one could actually try to get engaged in. And there are opportunities, and we can help you along the way.
Thank you. Niera asked, is the process of changing a major track in the same college a long process? How would someone go about that? And Dr. Arujo from the Department of History would like to respond to that question. Dr. Arujo?
Araujo.
Pardon me. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have to unmute myself. Sorry. It's not a long process. You just need to meet the new program that you want to join, the director of undergraduate studies of the major you want to join. You have to fill out a form and hand in the form to your advisor at COAS. And usually in the next semester, you will be then in your new major. And it's also possible to change minors or to become a double major as well.
Similar to that question, Dr. Roberts, Stephonia would like to know, can psychology majors double major?
Absolutely. Yes, we have a lot of psychology majors who also choose to major in math. One of my students actually is a double major in psychology and math. She works closely with me in my lab and also has the luxury of working with some of her professors in the math department and with some of our statistics professors. So a lot of our majors who want to double major, some also do biology. That's a heavy load, but you all are up for the challenge. So it really depends on what your professional aspirations are. So psychology will open the window to a lot of different fields, and if paired with an appropriate major or minor, another major or minor, it can really be a powerful combination. So yes, absolutely, you can double major with psychology.
Thank you. Dr. Davis, if you take this question, please. If we have college credits or a college degree before entering Howard, how are these credits or degree handled? Will they transfer?
Some of them will transfer. This is handled primarily in the office of the registrar, in which you present your transcript to them, and it will be evaluated, and they will transfer the appropriate credits for you. There is a limit on the number of credits that you can transfer into the university. We want the majority of your degree to be from Howard University.
And Monet, believe me, your question is on everyone's mind. Dr. Davis, if you take this as well.
Oh.
If school doesn't begin in the fall, how will classes and labs roll out?
Well, we are anticipating several things here. We have asked departments to consider putting some of their classes online. We may have to move completely online, but there are plans, no plans to cancel the fall semester. So if we were to move to that, it would be an online. Some classes have already taken on the hybrid format scheduling, which means that it will meet perhaps during the first part of the semester online and the last half, if possible, face-to-face. So just a lot of things here we cannot answer with any certainty. I don't know if the dean wants to chime in on that, if you would. You have anything to say, Dean?
Yes, I do. Thank you for that question. So let me say at this point in time that the university's leaders are planning for us to be on campus face-to-face. But I must say also that they're taking the prudent course of looking at various scenarios Those scenarios might include our starting at the time that was originally announced in August, being there face to face. Another scenario would involve starting face to face later in the semester, with the first part of the course, first portion of the semester in August being online. So the first several weeks being online, and then the latter weeks of the semester being face to face. Another scenario, of course, being all online. A lot of this is simply going to depend on the virus, what it is doing to society at that point in time. First and foremost is our safety, of course, but as you can imagine, we are eager to be back on campus. Again, as I said at the outset, we love our university, we love our students, we love our colleagues. We want to be together and to be in that one-of-a-kind ecosystem supporting our intellectual development. So that's our plans for the future. And please, of course, be advised that the admissions office is going to remain in contact with you throughout this period to keep you updated as the leaders makes these decisions going forward as well. And also you might check the website on a regular basis to see the FAQs there as well.
Thank you. To the student council leaders, as members of the student council, how hard is it to balance a double major and a minor with your extracurriculars?
I can speak to that. So being kind of a double major, I did my double major in my sophomore year. And I would say it's a time management balance. Your calendar will be your best friend. So just kind of going into semester, when you start to get involved, a lot of things will be tempting to get involved with. But kind of like Sydney was saying, be very intentional, because everything at Howard kind of takes a lot of time. But balancing is all in kind of where you put your time and energy into. So remember that you're a student first always, because you don't want to be in a situation where your grades start to fall, and just be communicative in the roles that you take on. So if school is picking up and some of your responsibilities you may not have the same vigor with, just make sure that you're communicating that with the people that you're working with.
Thank you. Dr. Davis, what is the core curriculum for COAS? Does everyone need to have at least one minor? Do some majors automatically guarantee you a minor?
Good question. Yes, in the College of Arts and Sciences, all students are required to complete a minor. Minors usually are from 15 to 18 hours. I have forgotten the other question. It's the minor and what was the other?
Well, I deleted it and I've forgotten it too. Maybe she will resubmit.
I knew it had to do with the minor, the major, and I started out with the minor and then slipped my mind.
Do you get an automatic minor with a major?
Thank you, Dr. Gard.
Yeah, not all majors, and biology may be able to handle this more appropriately, but I do know that biology majors must have a chemistry minor as by default. Chemistry, do you have a defaulted minor? No one in chemistry here? Bad chemistry.
No, yeah, chemistry is my minor, but I don't believe they have a specific minor.
Okay, so just to reiterate that all students must choose a minor. And I'll just say that if you're going to double major in the college, if you're majoring, for example, in French and Spanish, your French major will serve as your minor in Spanish, and Spanish will serve as your minor in French. And that would work for any other programs that you choose to do. You don't have to go out and get additional majors, minors, I'm sorry.
May I add one remark to that? In mathematics, if you major in applied math, you have a minor in your field of application.
Thank you.
Let me also just say just quickly that we're making arrangements now as well so that students can actually double major across colleges. So we can have a major in psychology, for instance, and also major in mechanical engineering and such. So that's what we're working on now. So those of you who will be joining us in the fall, before you graduate, you'll be able to double major in a co-ops major and in another college if that suits your intellectual interest.
Yes, thank you, Dean. We have a guinea pig student this year who is actually in the College of Engineering and in the College of Arts and Sciences, majoring in mechanical engineering and biology with minors in dance and all kinds of things. Just an exciting time as we build on this kind of intercollegial, intercollege and school major. Ms. Truitt?
Thank you. And Dr. Patterson, we certainly look forward to forthcoming details about majoring across colleges. McKinley, I think this question is for you. Jajani wants to know, what sport do you play?
Hey, I run track here for Howard. I'm on the Lady Bison track team, and I actually walked on as a freshman, and I've loved it ever since. So, yeah.
Thank you. Dr. Davis, do you know when the students start selecting their classes?
Their classes for?
Fall semester.
I am not, did someone else want to chime in on that? Well, you know, the Office of Undergraduate Study usually works with the freshman class and works with them in scheduling. In fact, they often will schedule the classes for the students, but the students will have the opportunity to adjust their schedules once you get here. I don't have the exact dates here, but it's normally during the summer they will have various orientation days in which you would participate and get registered. That information is probably forthcoming.
Yeah, let me just say that's right. Thank you, Dr. Davis. That information is definitely forthcoming. As early as next month, you will be hearing get more details from the admissions office as well.
Thank you. Here's a question that's also near and dear to our hearts. How many students majoring in political science get the opportunity to obtain internships or study abroad? Dr. Perry?
He is muted.
Hi, hello, yes. So most of our students, to be honest, we have the privilege of hiring this past year an experiential learning coordinator, and her entire job is to help connect our students, undergraduate and graduate students, with external facing opportunities. That includes internships locally, globally, where students who are interested in doing study abroad, for example, we help connect them with the Ralph Bunche Center to help guide the kinds of study abroad opportunities that may be of most interest to students. Locally and regionally and nationally here, we connect students to internships that are in the DC area, that are domestically in the country. And the same person who does all of this also helps students with resume, professional development, and applications for student conferences and presentations and other kinds of external awards. Her name is Miss Tiffany Cooper, and she can be emailed at tiffany.cooper@howard.edu.
And then as a political science major, I would say that I've had like a lot of internships. Like I've been able to intern with Congressman John Lewis, the United Negro College Fund under Government Affairs and Public Policy, and even work with the Office of External Affairs for Howard University. And I also had the opportunity to study abroad through YALI to go to South Africa. So it's very common for you to have it all.
Let me also say that that's what we're moving towards. So, this has been part of our tradition in the College of Arts and Sciences for many of our students to get these internship experiences. We want to make it, though, much more systematic and see to it that all students in COAS have at least one internship experience in Washington, D.C. And also we're moving towards having it such that all students by the end of their freshman year will have a passport, a valid passport, and that the majority of students utilize that passport by the time they get into their junior year. So that's something that you can expect going forward. I'm going to ask Dr. Carr to say a few words about the outstanding study abroad experiences that his department has led over the years.
Appreciate you, Dean. Yes, we have around 2004, the College of Arts and Sciences really ramped up its study abroad initiatives. And over those years, we've gone so many places in the Western Hemisphere and many in the Eastern, Africa, Europe, Latin America, the Caribbean. But in Afro-American Studies, we focused on the continent of Africa, and we've added the Caribbean. We go to Dominican Republic, go to Haiti in this hemisphere. We also, and you heard earlier, mention of the Young African Leaders Initiative, YALI. Dr. Amy Yeboah has led up that. We've gone to Ghana, South Africa. In fact, 2004, the associate dean of the college went to South Africa, and I went. That was the first trip we took. And since then, we've added several other countries. I'll end with this. The one we probably, well, we're proud of all of them. The one is the most unique, perhaps, is our Egypt study abroad, because we are one of the few universities in the country that offer the full language sequence of ancient Egyptian languages. That means every sequence in Middle Egyptian, what people know as hieroglyphs, also hieratic and Coptic. And so we take students in August. We won't be going this year, obviously, but we plan to go back in 2021 with, we study the Egyptian language. And so you translate the hieroglyphs right off the wall from Abu Simbel to Cairo. And so that's something we're very proud of. And one of the incoming freshmen, in fact, went with us as a high school student. And some of you on the call may have gone with us before as well, but he'll be coming in as a freshman with you and probably go back. So I'll end with that. Thanks, Dean.
All right. Listen, I want all of you accepted students to place study abroad on your calendar. When you come to Howard with that in mind, that during your 4 years, you're going to take an opportunity to leave the country and to live among others for a short while. We would hope that you would stay a year, but even a short period will change your lives. So study abroad on your mind. Ms. Truitt?
Thank you. Do you know what kind of jobs are available for students on campus, Dr. Davis?
Well, I can't remember the exact name of the office. Let's just call it the Office of Student Jobs. Deals with getting student employment on campus. You have to work through and be eligible to get student employment there. And students are generally assigned to departments to work with them and their clerical staff in many ways, or in research projects. There are a number of jobs also available through grants on campus that have been designed to allow students to work for them. And so, and there are some departments who have in their budgets monies to hire undergraduate assistants. So when you come to campus, visit the Office of Student Jobs. We'll get the right name of it. Perhaps we'll put it on the website for you to visit them to find out your eligibility to work on campus. Anybody want to add to that?
Depending on the eligibility, as Dr. Davis is getting at there, you might qualify for a work study program.
Right.
This is a federally funded program, and so in the department where I was previously, sociology and criminology, we had a number of students who actually qualified through that program, and they worked in the department. And these are there's that, and then there's also opportunities to work with professors on campus. Many of our professors get external grants from federal agencies, as well as from philanthropic institutions. And as they engage in research, they also have opportunities for graduate students and also for undergraduate students to participate in their research. I would encourage you to pursue those. Data points out that students who actually work on campus, their graduation rates are higher. Their first employment tend to be faster as well. So it's an overall great experience. There's a lot of mentoring that take place, as you can imagine, with those experiences. So I would encourage you to look for those opportunities on campus, and they are in abundance.
We're winding down a bit for the question and answer period, but we still have a little bit of time to do a few more. So Ms. Truitt, you got something for us?
Sure do. Dr. Swinton, can you please share the different branches of the economics department? Isabel, I don't think Dr. Swinton is on the line, but you might want to refer to the website for that answer. Sydney wants to know if I have a concentration in graphic design, could I still go on to the ceramic studio and use those resources, or are they only accessible to ceramics concentration students? Professor Pointer?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I happen to be currently the chair of the department, but also the ceramic professor, so I can kind of tie both of those things together. You can actually come, maybe I'll give you more than you need. You can actually major in ceramics. That would be a good thing. But you can also embrace the fact that in our program, in all of our courses, there is a underlining foundation program. And in that foundation program, you are given the privilege or the honor of embracing a range of disciplines. And in some of the majors, I would say, you have either 2 or 3 electives. So you can major and concentrate in design, but then you can add to that, take 2 or 3 or 4 courses in ceramics and have a minor in ceramics and a major in graphics. I hope that helps.
It certainly does. Thank you. A question for Dr. Pointer. Would you please talk about the BS MD dual enrollment degree?
Sure. Quite honestly, I know more about the BS degree and not very much about the dual BS MD, and I may need someone from the medical school to kind of chime in to help with that part. As you indicated earlier, Dean Davis, I am new in this position, so I'm still learning a lot of the details about how this program works. So I really would invite the medical school to answer more about that MD portion of that dual degree to see what they require for that.
Thank you, Dr. Pointer. We can also put the response on the website. Okay. We do have a pre-professional education program, and Ms. Julie Andrus is the director of that. So I can get her to weigh in on that response and again, have it posted. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sure. Another fine arts question. Does the music part of fine arts include hip hop, poetry, etc.? If so, are there still opportunities to double major in this, being that I'm already an Afro-American studies major, or is it too late because auditions are over with? Can we have someone talk about that process, please?
Yes, there is not a major in hip hop. However, we have a songwriters workshop that meets every Wednesday evening where we engage in all sorts of contemporary commercial music genres. So we would invite you to come on over and be a part of that. The details will be posted on our website. Additionally, we have submitted for program consideration a possible degree, Bachelor of Arts degree in music. Currently, we only offer the Bachelor of Music degree, the BM, which is the professional degree in music. However, the Bachelor of Arts degree in music would allow a student to double major in music and another discipline within the college. This has not been approved yet, but I just thought I'd put it out there for you. And in terms of minoring in music, you can also audition for the minor in music, and no, it is not too late to audition for the major in music. In fact, you can go to the website, get my email when we get offline, and shoot me an email, and we can discuss this a little bit more.
Thank you. Professor Burton, this is a question about the dance program. Can you double major or minor? Are there performance opportunities for dancers as freshmen? How many dance classes per day? Are technique classes offered daily? Are there any artistic scholarships for freshmen? A very broad question. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you can double major as a dance major. Some of our dance majors do have other majors. It's not easy because the dance program is extremely rigorous. I would say that generally speaking, you have probably at least 4 dance classes per day. I think part of the question was, can freshmen perform? There are performance opportunities for freshmen. All of the dance concerts, and when we have choreographers come in, we have guest choreographers come in, they audition all of the dance majors and all of the dance minors. And students have to compete for roles, but they're not limited by class standing. So freshmen all the way through seniors are eligible to perform. I think I got most of those. If there's something else that I'm missing, Ms. Truitt, let me know.
I think you covered that very sufficiently, Professor Burton. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're running a little after 12:30. Dr. Davis, how would you like to proceed? Would you like to close out at this time, or will Zoom shut us off? Okay, well, I'm going to read another question.
Ms. Truitt?
Yes.
Let me just say that I was hoping that Dr. Swinton would weigh in. He's our outstanding chair of economics, and I'm hoping I don't get this wrong here. But so as I understand it, a lot of the specialization has to do with urban economics, also international development is a major area there as well for a lot of the faculty. As well as they have a center, and a really outstanding and well-funded center on race and wealth is a major focus as well.
No, we're still on. Let me ask them to send you the link again. We're still on. Okay, thank you.
Is Dr. Swinton joining us?
I apologize. It was actually Dr. Davis who got disconnected. If that link could be resent to him, please. Thank you. I don't.
May I weigh in about a couple of the questions I've been seeing?
Yes, please.
I did see a couple questions regarding transfers and transferring credits and how it works. If you would like some of those questions to be answered, there is a Transfer Student Association. Their email is hu.transfers@gmail.com.
Thank you, Anastasia. Professor Johnson, are students who major in the sciences required to swim for their physical education if they don't already know how?
Hi, good. Yes, in the College of Arts and Sciences, you are required to enroll and pass the swimming. If you have some basic skills, then we still need you to enroll. And then once you are proficient in the skills that are required by Red Cross, then you can kind of test out early, but you have to enroll in the class. And swimming is the best thing that could happen to our culture, and we need to have it. And once you get into the swimming class, you'll find out that it's not just swimming, it's about your confidence. It's about learning how to overcome your fear. And most of us in our culture, if we started swimming as we came out, were born, and continued with the swimming, because your environment is water-based when you are within your mom. So yes, swimming is essential. And we have a lot of students that are so grateful that they finally take the class and learn a lot about themselves.
Thank you.
Ms. Truitt, I think I saw a question about the concentration and the major for health. We have a major in health education with the concentration in either community health or maternal and child health. Our major in sport medicine, human performance with the concentration in sport medicine, and our sport medicine majors tend to either go toward the medical or dental, or they may go into the allied sciences, which is athletic training or physical therapy. And then the leisure studies, the sport management is the concentration, and a number of we have a practicum, not a practicum, it's an internship. And our internships expose them to wherever. And we have quite a few of our alum that one is just left the Nationals. She got her ring and she's on her way to Denver. And so we have students that work with the professional teams through their internships, and or they work with the corporate, the NFLPA, which is the National Football League Players Association, or they work with the minor sports, but they are doing well. Nike and Under Armour, 5 of our alum are with Under Armour. So they get positions throughout the corporate and the professional leagues.
Thank you. Dr. Lewis, can you share how Howard's science departments are set apart from research institutes and their traditional STEM teachings?
I'm trying to figure out get clarity to the question of research institutes. I wish they had given me some information about an example institute. So one that I can think of that's a similar research institute is, let's say, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. Typically the difference in a more research institute such as that is most of the time they don't have opportunities for you to major in social sciences or humanities. It's mostly STEM-based degrees that you can get from the university versus coming to a place like Howard University, where you can also get the enrichment from both the research aspect and the teachings in the humanities, social sciences, and other aspects of the courses. If the student wants to follow up with me so I can get a little bit more clarity about what they were asking, then that would be great. Just find me on the website and just send me an email, Kim Lewis.
Let me also say a few words about that as well, if I might. So it turns out that actually over half of Howard students are STEM majors. So that's an important fact to know. And also, unlike a lot of other universities where the humanities have actually sort of, unfortunately taken a beating, because the humanities are so important to, obviously, as Dr. Davis was getting at there. But that has not been the case at Howard. And having looked at the numbers, as I did as prompted by the Chronicle of Higher Education, Howard's majors, the number of majors in the humanities have remained strong for over a decade. In fact, there's been almost no change. I was surprised to see that. So humanities are strong at Howard, but at the same time, there's a great deal of STEM interest as well. And furthermore, the students who are accepted into the new, formerly the Bison Scholars Program, now the Karsh Scholars Program, These are the ones who with the extraordinarily high SAT and ACT scores, and who have pursued STEM majors and who are with the expectation that they will go on to receive a PhD in a STEM field. These students also express a lot of interest in pursuing like double majors or minoring in humanities or in the social sciences as well. So I just wanted to point that out there about how it is sort of unique there as well in terms of being an HBCU, being a research university in the nation's capital, with STEM being prominent as well as the humanities as well.
Thank you. I do think that Dr. Davis is experiencing technical difficulties. At this time, I'd like to thank our participants for joining us today. We realize that your time is valuable. We know you have lots of schoolwork to do. And we know that you have a really big decision to make, the decision about where you're going to spend your college career. We hope it'll be Howard University. For those of you who have decided that Howard is for you and have already submitted your acceptance of your offer and paid your deposit, that's great. Congratulations. For those of you who were undecided prior to joining the call today, we do hope that something that was said was inspiring and actually will motivate you to go on and do so. Earlier, it was mentioned that we wouldn't be able to get to all of the questions posed. However, you may send your questions to me, Tracy, that's TRACY, Truitt, TRUITT, at howard.edu. I will work to get answers for you as quickly as possible, and again, have those posted to the website. We look forward to welcoming HU 2024 to the College of Arts and Sciences and Howard University. Please know that the Office of Student Affairs within the College of Arts and Sciences stands poised and ready to assist you throughout your matriculation. Dr. Patterson?
My mistake there. I was just saying that, just eager to point out that we wish we could have been together in Crampton Auditorium to, to feed on one another's energy and have that exciting experience together. But nonetheless, I hope that we've given you a flavor for this outstanding university, the very talented students that we are very fortunate to have, and a dedicated faculty and staff to serve them, so well. We hope that you've given you an understanding of that, about how we promote self-discovery, and also prepare students by trying to, as we focus on trying to educate the whole person, to prepare them for personal, civic, and professional success. So again, we hope to see all of you in the fall. And again, stay safe and be well.